Hey everyone, today we got into a minty eyeshadow look. I have just been dying to throw some minty shades on my eyes. I'm super happy with how this makeup turned out. I hope you guys like it. So let's just go ahead and get started so I can show you how I did it. I already applied my face primer so that can kind of set into my skin while we do my eyes. I really liked the combo I did last time, the Dr. Brandt Luminizer Primer. There really is nothing special about this, but I do want to use it up because I have it. I noticed like a very slight luminizing effect. I wouldn't say it's anything crazy, and I'm pretty sure this primer is expensive, so just in my eyes, I wouldn't repurchase it. But again, I'm going to use it because I have it. My usual combo is the Power Grip Primer from E.L.F. and then also the Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I love those two together. The Power Grip Primer, I just really feel like it does make my makeup last, and I love the tackiness that it gives my face because, you know, that's what really is making your makeup stick to your face. Every time I use it, I notice a difference, so it's got to work, you know? And then I love layering the Liquid Poreless Putty Primer on top of it because the putty primer, I just feel like really fills in those gaps and hides my pores well. Those two together is just my holy grail combo. I will always use that, but since I have the luminizer primer, I'm just gonna throw that into the mix. And then for my eyes, I already did go in with the True and Luscious Angel Eyes eyeshadow primer base. I've had this for years. I know how it works, so I always use it. I think I would repurchase it again. I can't really compare it to any other eyeshadow primers because this is like the only one I've ever used. Okay, let's get into the eyeshadow now. I'm feeling a minty vibe. I do have 3 palettes. Let me show you guys real quick. 3 palettes that have the minty color story. First one is the SheGlam Glacial Goddess. I remember when I first saw this palette, I was like, oh my god, this is like my dream color story. Just the mints and the blues. Ugh. I love it so much. The next one is the E.L.F. Mint Melt palette. I really liked this palette. It's so tiny. I really like this palette as well. It's like your typical green mint shades. So I think that I want to go for like blue and greens, just kind of mix those shades together. Again, that's why I want to dip into all 3 palettes. And then if you remember this from my Temu video, I created a green eyeshadow look with this. I wanted to play with the mintier shades here, so I do want to dip into that today. And yeah, we're just going to mix around. No particular palette, just going to be jumping around, making a minty look. I think I want to go for a green into blue kind of minty look. The first shade I'm going to grab is this greenish mint color from the E.L.F. Mint Melt palette. I cannot talk today. I am stuttering over my words so badly. So, good luck to editing me, trying to piece this all together. I'm just going to take this in the inner corner here. And I do remember with this palette, you do have to build up the shades, but that's typical with lighter or like pastel shades. So it's really not a big deal to me. And I'm naturally a dipper in my palettes, so I'm going to be going back and forth anyways. But just already, that color just does something to me. I would even love this just all over the lid and call it a day. Let's bring some blue tones into here. So I'm dipping into the Miss Laura palette. And let's just get those blues going. I'm taking the same brush. Not really worried about the colors mixing because we're blending them anyways. Ooh. Just want to build it up a little bit more. Keeping everything in the outer corner. Ooh. Just going back into the E.L.F. palette. And just bringing that back just a little bit. I want to deepen this up, so hopefully this palette doesn't fail me, but I want to go into the Shiver shade right here. I'm going to focus this right in my crease. We're just deepening everything up. I'm going to keep the inner corner lighter so we can get more of like that ombre effect. For blending, I don't always, swirl around my brush. I kind of just push the eyeshadow where I want it to go. And then, sometimes you can give it a little swirl. Holding my brush at the very end because I don't want a lot of pressure. Just want this to kind of like feather out on its own. This shade from the E.L.F. palette, and I'm going to really pack this on the outer corner here. Doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to go in with a shimmer. If you have hooded eyes like me, try to keep your eyes open when applying eyeshadow so you can see where it's going to hit when you open your eyes. I'm gonna take the small fluffy brush again. I already went ahead and cleaned it with my color switch. I'm gonna go back into that blue. This is where we can start to blend. I just feel like patting everything just really helps. You're really like just smushing the color in there. You know what, let's go into this shade to really deepen it up. This kind of has a green base to it as well. I went ahead and swatched all the shimmer colors from the palettes. This bottom one here is from the SheGlam. The two in the middle are from E.L.F. And then this one up here is from the Miss Lara. The Miss Lara is definitely pulling more green, so I'm going to stick to these three, just kind of get that combo together. We have our blue, the green, and then a white that we can maybe use as like a topper or inner corner highlight. I am going to wet my brush for these so we can get the most color payoff. The first one I want to go into was that blue shade from the SheGlam palette. It's just so buttery. This one I'm going to focus kind of more on the outer corner and to the middle of my eye. And again, I always open my eye so I can see where it's hitting. So pretty. I flip my brush over. Let's go into the E.L.F. palette to bring in some more greens. Excuse me. I'm having flashbacks. I'm pretty sure I had to do this the first time I tried the palette. Yeah, it's looking like you really have to dig in there. Ooh, so pretty though. Let me re-wet my brush. It's all falling out in my eye. Ooh, okay, there we go. And if you're ever struggling to get in that inner corner, tilt your head back and it's gonna be a lot easier to get in there. I'm dipping back into the blue shimmer and let's just go back and forth, flipping my brush. And that way they can blend together a little bit better. Sorry, I felt like I was whispering, but I'm just in the zone right now. I'm going to take the smaller fluffy brush from earlier. No added product, but I just want to go along the lines here so the shimmer's blending a little bit better. And now I'm going back into that Miss Lara palette and just re-deepening it up since we did lose some of that. And I'm doing more of just a packing motion, not worried about blending it. I'm going to take this shade from the E.L.F. palette on a fluffy brush. These are super powdery, so make sure to dust it off. And I just want to go around the edges here. I want to lighten this inner corner a little bit, so I do want to dip into this shade. This is on a dry brush. It seems to be picking up enough. Let's just brighten this inner corner. I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye off camera, apply some lashes, and then we can work on the face makeup. All right, we have lashes on and the other eye complete. These are the lashes that I went in with today. I probably got them off Shein, and if I can find them, I will link them down below. As you can see, they have a really dramatic like wing to them, so I wanted that shape since I kind of went for like a wing shape today. Some things happened. Let me catch you up. After I did my eyes, we did the lashes and everything, and then I went ahead with some foundation, concealer, and bronzer. And the way that my skin was looking, I just, I need a good base today. It was just, I'll insert like the clips and stuff because I did film it, but my makeup was breaking up on my cheeks and my forehead was starting to look like very like scaly. It was giving reptile. Yeah, it was just not looking good. And also the foundation wasn't my shade because I do still have a little bit of self-tan on my neck. There's no self-tan on my hands. I mean, you guys can see I am trying to let it like fade off and then redo it. So I'm just going to be a bunch of colors today. Ignore that. The foundation that I went in with was the E.L.F. Camo Hydrating CC Cream. I had gotten this when it first came out earlier this year and I didn't really like it. It didn't give me any type of hydrating effect. There was like no coverage and just, yeah, it wasn't a good foundation at all. But I figured I would try it again since my skin, it has been a little different since then. I like a skincare routine and all that. But it wasn't. I should have just went with my gut and remembered that I did not like it. So where we're at now, I went in with my Temu foundation because she just never does me dirty. And then I also used the SheGlam bronzer. This is in Golden Sun. That is where we are. We should be caught up and ready to apply some blush now. Let's keep the SheGlam going. I haven't used these blushes in a while since I've been trying like new brushes out. This is in the shade Love Cake. And I think it's gonna look really cute with the blue. I love how I'm doing like a wintry kind of makeup and I'm in like a full-blown sweater and it is in the middle of summer. But in my house, it's not summer. It is a winter wonderland in here. We keep it so cold. I don't know about you guys, but I do not like to be hot. It usually takes a lot for me to be cold, but sometimes I just be freezing in this house. Like if you came in here, we're all in sweatshirts and everything, and then we go outside and we realize how hot it is. I'm loving that baby blue and pink together. It looks really cute. Baby blue. Mint. Mint. It is starting to look kind of blue, isn't it? We kind of lost the minty vibes. That's all right. Let's go ahead and set. I'm going to go in with the Dollar Tree BPURE Pressed Face Powder. I love this powder so much. So great for the under eyes. Let's set some right here too. Take big brush. Let's bronze up my face a little bit. I'm going to go in with the Pure Bronzing Act. This is, just says matte bronzer light. Got this out of a BoxyCharm. I had spoke about it in another video, but it smells like Cocoa Puffs. But I was also like venting about BoxyCharm or Ipsy, whatever it is now, and just how they went downhill. I actually canceled this month. Like, well, I haven't gotten my box yet for this month, but I canceled my subscription this month. So my account got hacked or whatever, so I got a new card. Just whatever, you know, no big deal, just got hacked. So I had to get a new card, and then obviously my billing was messed up for Ipsy. Long story short, they didn't let me choose my items, and then the items that I got are just like, I don't need that. Basically just the options that we could get this month too. I wasn't excited, and the past few months have just kind of been like whatever, like I'll take the products here and there. There's some good ones. I'd love to know what you guys think about Ipsy though. Ipsy/BoxyCharm. I hadn't tried them for a few years, so I resubscribed in January, and yeah, it's July now and I'm just like cut off. Not impressed. Goodbye. I want to stay with like baby pink cheeks, so I'm going in with the SheGlam Love Dive. Look how like hot pink, baby pink, I guess it is. And this is super pigmented. So I need to be careful. Oh my goodness. That might actually be a little too pink. If you want like that baby doll pink, this is definitely your blush, your shade. So pigmented. Okay, it's growing on me. I didn't know how I'm feeling like cotton candy right now. We're giving like cold girl. It's freezing in here. Literally fucking freezing in my house. Let's tone that down a little bit. I'm just gonna take my sponge and go over it. I feel like the more that I put makeup on, we're kind of losing the mint effect of my eyes. It just kind of looks blue. Maybe next time we'll only focus on the green mints. And I actually thought it would be kind of fun to use the E.L.F palette as a highlighter. You know, why not? I thought that would be kind of fun. Since I'm not going to have like a minty highlight to go into, let's go in with this shade here. I don't know who I've become, but highlight has just been fun again, and I want it and need it. It's not going to be like a natural glow or anything. This is mint. Ever since I talked about not liking highlight, I feel like I need highlight now. But this icy shade right here, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, icy. It's just this bright white icy shade. It's, oh my god, it's actually insane. You have to be so careful with it. It's so pretty. Like, obviously not natural at all. Looking a little less crazy now that it's blended. I'm gonna take whatever's left over on this brush just to kind of blend everything together. Can only blend so much, you know, that's an intense highlight. Let's finish up these eyes. I have glitter all over my face, but it's okay. I'm kind of living for it, to be honest. I don't want this too smoky or anything, so I'm just taking a very small brush. I'm pretty sure I got this off Temu, Shein. I'll link it down below. It came in like a little mini set, and I love these for if you have small eyes like me, or just in general, getting in like tight areas or really doing detail work. Love these. Anyways, this isn't actually the one I wanted. It's from the same set though, I'm pretty sure. This is the one I wanted. Little more fluffy. Redoing my foundation kind of messed stuff up, but I'm just gonna reconnect my shadow right here. Just make it blend. On the same brush, I'm gonna take the green shade from the E.L.F palette and focus this more on the inner corner. Basically just making the bottom match the top. Then I'm gonna take this brush, it's more flat on the side, that way I can get like really in there. I'm gonna deepen it up with this shade here, and I really only want to deepen my outer corner up just to match the top, and that's where you can reconnect them as well. Switching back to that fluffier small brush just to blend it a little bit. And then I want to take the shimmer shade in the E.L.F palette. These are so powdery. I'm going to go back into that icy shade from the highlighter palette. Let's just really intensify the inner corner here. I haven't even done my brows yet. I'm just so used to my eyebrows looking non-existent, like with the color, that I didn't even notice that I haven't done them yet. I got this from Temu. It came in a set with a bunch of liners. I tried it in my Temu video and it was okay. I don't think it's like meant for the waterline. I think it's just meant for like your actual skin, because I mean, look, that took no effort and it's nice and creamy. I want to try it again because it works. It's just not like the best thing ever. I definitely had to build it up, but I think it made a big difference and it's definitely noticeable. Let's do my eyebrows real quick. I'll keep it on camera in case you're curious. This is how I did my brows for like 5 years. I just now like recently changed it up. The Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, this is in the shade Blonde. All I'm gonna do is completely fill in my tail. Oh my god, I haven't done this in forever, because I've been doing like the fluffy brow look or using eyebrow pencils. I put a line on the bottom here, and then I'm not gonna grab any extra product, but I just comb it through, kind of like flick it through, so the front of my brow is really soft. Kind of let the pomade do its thing and blend out, and then re-deepen this up. But that's literally it. And then if you need to, grab a spoolie and just soften things up. If you really have like a big gap of sparse hairs, you can, you know, just add a little bit more, just play with it. But these are my brows that take me like 2 seconds, and that's why I did them the same for years. You know, I'm like, why do I need to change my brows? But I really do like the whole fluffy brow look. Just takes me a little more work. I'm still learning like how to do it with my brows. But yeah, let me go ahead and do my other brow. I do want them to sit up a little bit or just stay in place. So I'm going in with the SheGlam. This is the Set Me Up Brow Hold Crystal Clear. I think I am going to do a brown lip, because I just feel like if I do a pink lip, it's going to give me cotton candy vibes. For my lips, I'm going to go in with this SheGlam Naked Brunch lipstick, liquid lipstick. I just rediscovered it the other day. I was going through my drawer and I was like, I don't even think I've ever used this. I think I bought it because I needed a new nude shade and then never used it. Not what I was going for, like at all. So I'm going to blend this out just a little bit. Oh no, that's cute. Okay, so this is from Dollar Tree. I know that. It's the BPURE Clean Beauty in Nude. It's not exactly brown, but it's not exactly pink. It's actually a perfect combo, which I'm loving. Let's do some setting spray for the final touches. This is our good old cigarette smelling one, but you guys, just what it does to my skin. It's just, ugh. Every time. Star Flash Quicksand Makeup Spray. I had to throw my silver wig on. I remember when I tried this wig on originally, I was like, I want to do a mint eyeshadow look with this, and here we are. I did change my lip combo. I went in with that same lip liner, the NABI one in Brown Cafe, and then I put on this lipstick here. I got this out of BoxyCharm/Ipsy, just your typical nude shade. This is Lipgasm lipstick in Birthday Suit. It's by the brand Trust Fund Beauty, which I've actually never heard of. Anytime I want my lipstick to be a little bit lighter, I always go in with this Maybelline one. It's in the shade Bare All. It's literally like a concealer shade. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you in my next one. Bye.